guys, welcome back. I'm glad to have you tonight. I'm having 2 Dungeness crabs, a huge king crab leg, some potatoes, corn, and shrimp. So my husband said that I did not tell our how we met story well enough, so we're gonna do a retake on that one. And then there's gonna be a part 2 to this one. There's gonna be a part 2 to this one where he tells his version of what happened after this. So let's dig in, and then we're gonna tell the story. I think I'm gonna start with the shrimp. Oh, before I forget, so you know how I usually use the butter sauce and the spicy Thai seafood sauce? That's what I have in the bowl tonight. So I finally got to film the oxtail video, guys. It took so much work. I got to film it, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I have a bunch of videos coming up. I think I have 2 recipe vlogs. I hope you enjoy that. I have some really good shrimp. It doesn't even need butter because I cooked it in butter. Well, when I told you this is good, I don't think I could ever go back to a seafood restaurant and enjoy it the way that I do the food that I make at home. It's just so good. It's a real treat. I'm gonna have to do a how I make my shrimp videos too. I'm gonna have to do a video on how I make my shrimp. Because it's so good. Do you guys want to see an ASMR video? I bought an ASMR mic. Wow, okay. I really like the corn, but y'all know I be getting my braces tightened, and it so happens that I got it tightened today, so I can't really enjoy it, but I'm sure I like these potatoes. In my last video, y'all couldn't tell me, I thought we were friends, y'all couldn't tell me that I had a piece of food in my mouth throughout the whole video. When I posted that video, I think it's the one with me talking about my second birth story. When I posted that video, I swear I could cry. We're having Dungeness crab because it is my favorite. In my last video, well, what's my last video? My seafood video? I don't remember. But in my seafood video, I mentioned that I love Dungeness crab because it reminds me of the crab that I get from home in Jamaica. Also, I watched a video that says that when you make fresh crab, you should put a little bit of vinegar in the water, and it should help the meat separate from the crab. We're gonna see if they're right about that. Now, I really don't feel like fighting with the Dungeness crab, even though I love them. The king crab spoiled me. They're so good. And I made them exactly how we make them in Jamaica. So for all you Jamaicans out there, I know you know what I'm going through right now. And no matter how much seafood I make, I still want more. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I don't even know what I want. So everything is equally good. Alright, so I'm not gonna wait to get into people. Dip that again. I'm not gonna wait to get into, wow, it tastes like I squeezed lemon in this butter because it's the Thai seafood sauce and it has lime in it. Okay, so I'm not gonna wait to get into how I met my husband because I gotta try to do it justice tonight. I gotta try to make y'all feel the love that I felt when I met this. Well, I didn't feel love when I met him, but I did feel lust. No, but when I met my husband, I was really, hold on. I was really, so I think they're right. The meat does separate easily when you put the vinegar in. Okay, so let me tell the story again and see if he approves, right? So I went to the city because I had a lunch date. It was either with Kibibi. I'll leave her link in the description. She has a bomb clothing boutique, online clothing boutique. I'm gonna leave her link so you guys can go check her out. My friend's been dope since forever. I don't know, I tend to be really good friends with really good people and really talented people. So let's get back to the story. I think I went to lunch with Kibibi at the time. Yeah, I went to lunch with her in the city. And I got really dressed up. Because you're going into Manhattan, everybody's always dressed up. I'm always looking fashionable. I gotta get some more shrimp. So, ooh, one in my eye. So, Kibibi and I met up in the city. I think I was wearing some cowboy boots. And at the time, I paid like $250 for those boots, people. Now, where my broke self got $250 to pay for some boots, I don't know. Thank you, Mom. But I paid $250 for some boots. So the idea was, I think it was when boyfriend shirts just came out. I had this boyfriend shirt dress. I was wearing some really nice cowboy boots and a plaid boyfriend shirt dress. And it had a little tie on the waist. At the time, I was fine. And I had just gotten my pixie haircut. Maybe I'll leave a clip of that haircut. So, yeah. Let me not butcher this anymore. So, I went to the city. And then because I had nothing else to do, and pretty much getting into the Marine Corps was the only thing on my mind. Like, I was done with boys. I was done with wasting my time. I was literally focused on making money and getting my life together. So I was like, you know what? After this lunch, I have nothing else to do. I'm gonna go to the recruiting station. So I went there, looking fine as ever. And I went to, they have like spaces in the office to for the police to study. If you don't know what a police is, it's the potential recruits. So the people waiting to go to boot camp. So I went there to study. And while I was in the back room studying, I heard this guy. A deep voice, right? So I heard this guy and he's, you know, talking. And at the time he thought he was hot shit. Because, you know, pretty much every Marine who leaves basic training feels like they're everything. But my husband's like, he talked the talk and walked the walk, right? So he was, you know, feeling himself. I know in the last video I said that he had a commanding voice, but let me tell you, boy, his voice, anyways, to me, that is. So I heard him talking, and you know, I was feeling myself too, so I went out there. I had nothing to do out there, but I was thirsty a little bit. So I went out there looking cute, and I guess he noticed me, because when I went back to study in the part of the office that I was at, he came back there. He was making like little side conversations about, you know, like introducing himself to everyone that was there. And there were a few poolies there because we were all like training and studying, like we were focused. And shout out to the Marine Corps recruiters, y'all work hard. Like when I tell you that they make sure we get ready, they spend every minute of the day training us in every way. Training us on the military history, training us on the physical fitness, everything. So we were ready when we got to boot camp. All right, so you can see this. I hope I'm showing y'all the food. So he came back there and he was talking to us, and that's when he was like, oh, are you Bayesian? And I was like, hell no, I'm Jamaican. You know, I had a little attitude because I'm like, how dare you? How dare you not recognize this accent? So yeah, he said that. And you know, even though I was interested, I didn't make him the wiser. I gave him my little attitude. I acted as if I wasn't interested. And that was pretty much it. At that time. Remember, I said that I thought I wouldn't see him again. Well, I did see him again. He came to a few functions where he helped train us. He ran us into the ground, okay? When Marines come back, they're always really, really fit. And so he was at peak. So, and I hated him. Like, I hated this man. Then one day they were like, oh, we're going to the club. Do you want to come? I pretty much said no because, like I said, I was really focused on going to boot camp. I didn't want to put my energy into boys or anything else because I had left a relationship that wasn't so good, and I was over it. I was like, it's time to grow up, focus on myself. But then they ended up talking me into going to the club with them. They came to pick me up and he was there. Now, the part that he has to tell is everything that he had to do to actually get to meet me, to actually get to go to the club. Like, he had a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, it was really, if you hear the story, it sounded like fate. We talk about it a lot. The seafood is so good. And I'm so hungry that even if I don't finish eating this on camera, I'm eating it off camera. So when I make my crab, I boil it twice. First, I boil it in just salt water as part of the cleaning process. And then I put it in the butter and the seasoning and the coconut milk, the habanero peppers, the thyme, the scallion, the bouillon, the cock soup, all of that. Oh, so I think I'm done with the how we met story. I hope I did it. I hope I was more enthusiastic when I spoke about it, because I ain't doing it again. He's gonna have to tell it next time. So I was in the kitchen the other day, and my husband came in there, and I think he was like, I don't know what he said about meeting people, and I was like, you're not meeting no more people. And he was like, I didn't say woman, I didn't say I was gonna meet another woman. And I was like, well, I know you're not, but you're not meeting people either. I don't know. I know I said that my husband and I have been married for like 9+ years. This is our 9th year. Yeah, this is our 9th year. You know how people, sometimes they say that like the fire dims, or that maybe, I don't know, you fall out of love or whatever the case is. That hasn't happened to us yet, and I don't see how it could. Thank God. I love that man. It's very seldom that we find good people to spend the rest of our lives with. And I really think my husband is decent. Like, he's a decent human being. Now, perfect in the word now, but definitely really good, decent person. So it's one thing that, you know, the odds are against us when we do decide to get married or do decide to spend our life with someone else. But we did it when we were young. Hence, like I said, that I've been married for 9 years and I just turned 30. So, you know, we were young. So I think that's something to be thankful for. Also, we didn't have a wedding ceremony. We got married in the court. But I think I'm okay with that. And the reason why we didn't have a ceremony is because we were in the military at the time, and our family were not, first of all, not in the same place. But we didn't have time for it. But I think I'm happy that we did it this way. Because honestly, when people get married and they say their vows and they spend all this money on, and no shade to you, like if you had a big ceremony or you did whatever, good on you. These are my views, and my views are not necessarily yours, right? There's some people who will agree and some people who won't. I'm really happy that we did it this way, because I do feel like when people, you know, get married, when people get married and they say their vows, I don't think they truly know what it means. I don't think they truly know what they're saying. For better, for worse, for sickness and in health. Like, a lot of people like the idea of love, and so they say these vows because it's nice to say, and they spend all this money. And then get divorced 2 minutes later. Now, I'm not saying that if you do it that way, you're gonna get divorced 2 minutes later. But I am saying that you spend so much money not knowing what it actually means. It's like you're signing up with your hopes, right? And your faith. But it's not proven. It's nothing that you know for sure that's gonna work out. You hope it will, or you have faith that it will. So you do that ceremony, and you're celebrating getting married. But I think I want to do a ceremony to celebrate knowing that I'll stay, knowing that I've probably seen the worst in this person, and I've also seen the best in him. I hope that makes sense. Like, I want to spend a ton of money knowing that after 9 years, if I don't know this man by now, I ain't never known him. I want to spend a lot of money celebrating the fact that you know, I know that we're out of the honeymoon phase. We're out of the phase where he's solely doing things to impress me. Knowing that he is living his life and being himself and allowing me to love that person. Good or bad. Because marriage isn't easy. Relationships are not easy. You're pretty much sharing one life and trying to make two people happy while doing so. Because right, you become one. And you become one not because of the vows that you say, or not because it sounds nice, but you literally become, but you actually become one. You probably even start acting the same, saying the same phrases. What hurts him hurts you. What makes her cry make you cry. And what makes them happy make you happy. You split life woes in two. You split the troubles of life in two. You split the burdens of life in two. You have someone to share the happiest moments of your life with. You create a legacy together. You grow together. At least this is my experience. And when I tell you that my husband have my back, this man has my back. He takes care of me. I take care of him. We take care of our family together. So I know I had two Dungeness crabs, but y'all, The only way for me to eat this too, this video would be hours, okay? Let me just eat the knuckle of this king crab, because I know I can't open that, but it looks pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed my chatter tonight. I really enjoyed talking tonight. I like talking about my family. I like giving my point of view. It's like every time I have crab, I want it more and more and more. And definitely tell me your point of view on everything that I said. Again, this is how I live my life. The things that I said are things that I'm okay with. There's no need for you guys to argue with me about it. I just want to know how you go about your life and how you view love and how you view marriage and ceremonies and relationships. You know, I want to hear your point of view. Not to argue with you, but just to hear what you think. Right? I want this to be a two-way conversation. I tell you what I think. You will tell me what you think. I swear these seafood balls just keep getting better and better. I don't see myself getting sick of them. That's impossible. Because even before I started doing YouTube, crabs are my favorite thing to eat. So y'all, part 2 to this story, or maybe this is, yeah, this is a retake. Part 2 to this story, my husband will be, he won't be on camera because he wants to stay private, but he'll be in the background assisting me tell the story. I think this will be my longest video yet. I thought the one with me talking about my kids would be the longest, but it turns out it's me talking about my boo. It's me talking about my lover. It's me talking about my best friend. My best friend. Guys, I really want to eat this. Let me know if y'all spouse or your partner, whatever you call them, if they're your best friends. My husband, apart from my best friends, apart from my girlfriends, my husband is definitely my best friend. But it's different, right? It's different relationships. Let me try to cut this. I told my husband I was going to give him the cloth, but look at me. I'm going to eat, I think I'm going to eat this part and then wrap it up. I know y'all sick of me at this point, and I think I'm going to make this the premiere. This really hurt. But yeah, I think that it's a good idea to make this a premiere. I was talking to 2 of my YouTube friends, and I was telling them that I'm gonna make this probably a live mukbang. There's so much meat in this one little part. Look at this. So I told them I was gonna make this a live mukbang, but I'm not ready for that. So I'm gonna make it a premiere instead. I like the idea of doing lives because I don't have to edit, and it's less prep, right? But last piece. But I like premieres because I have better quality videos, and yeah, because it's better quality. So that's also why this video is a little bit longer. When I do premieres, I'm like, damn, I want more talk time. I feel like I want to do a live after. So guys, this is so good. It has butter, coconut milk, garlic, habanero peppers, allspice. It's just good, and I'm full, and I'm done. Okay, thank you guys for eating with me and for chatting with me, for hanging out and spending time with me. And I've met some really good people on YouTube, and I'm grateful for meeting you. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share my video with all your friends, all your family. Share my video with everyone.